Bienvenido a mi diario de Inglés Británico, un podcast para hispanohablantes que quieren entender inglés británico con confianza y progresar profesionalmente en el Reino Unido. Soy Shandon, coach nativo de inglés británico. Y sí, también hablo español. En cada episodio hablo en inglés británico real y conversacional, para que practiques tu comprensión auditiva y te acostumbres a cómo hablamos los nativos en la vida diaria. En este episodio voy a hablar de mi época favorita del año. Hablo de varias épocas diferentes que me gustan antes de decir cuál es mi favorita, para ayudarte a hablar sobre el año y expresar tus opiniones en inglés. Te recomiendo que escuches este episodio más de una vez. No te preocupes si no entiendes todo. Cada vez que escuches vas a entender más. Vale, empecemos. Hello and welcome to episode 9 of this English podcast. I'm glad you're here and I hope you're ready to learn to speak English. Today I want to talk about my favorite time of year. There are lots of great times of year throughout the year. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak about some of the different times of year that I like and why. So not only will I tell you the times of year I like, I will give you reasons why. Specifically referring to London, because certain times of year are good in London that may not be good in other countries or places. Then I will tell you which time of year I like most. Plus, I will give you my general perspective on this topic at the end. So let's get started. So a year is 12 months long, or 52 weeks long, or 365 days long. And in London, there are also 4 seasons every year: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. I know in other places there aren't seasons at all, or there are only 2 seasons. But in England, in the UK, in London, we have 4 different seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. So there are 4 main times of the year. But in this episode, I'm not going to speak specifically about seasons. Instead, I'm going to speak about different times or periods of the year that I like. Some of these will be specific days, others will be periods of time. So there's going to be a mix in this episode. So the first time of year that I really like is one that you may not know. It's a specific day and it's called Shrove Tuesday. This is a day that always takes place in February or March. In fact, it takes place 47 days before Easter Sunday. In Spanish, this day is called Martes de Carnaval. Why do I like this day? Because there's a specific way we celebrate this day in the UK. Shrove Tuesday in the UK is also called Pancake Day. Why? Because it's customary that we eat pancakes on that day. I love pancakes. They're one of my favourite foods of all time. So on Shrove Tuesday, or Pancake Day, I eat so many pancakes. Usually with lemon and sugar. It's a very traditional way to eat pancakes in the UK. But sometimes I have maple syrup or Nutella as well. My brother loves Nutella, so I sometimes have 1, maximum 2 pancakes with Nutella, but mostly with lemon and sugar. It's a great day of the year, and if you don't celebrate Pancake Day, I recommend that you start celebrating Pancake Day as soon as you can. why not start celebrating Pancake Day this year? That sounds like a great plan to me. The second time of year that I really like is Easter. Easter is a really nice time of year. In the UK and in London, we eat lots of chocolate at Easter, which is really nice. Usually we buy Easter eggs made of chocolate and they're delicious. Most years, what I try to do is to create an Easter egg hunt for my brothers. So I hide lots of chocolate Easter eggs in the park or in our house, and my brothers have to find the Easter eggs. I also like Easter because it's in spring. Spring is a really nice time of year with lots of flowers, lots of colours as well, different coloured plants, flowers. It's a very colourful season because all of the flowers and plants start to grow again. The third time of year I really like is around April and May. Specifically because lots of my family's birthdays are in April and May. My mum's birthday is in April, so is my brother, who's now 16, and also my sister's birthday is in May, which means there are lots of times for celebration, and it's a great opportunity to celebrate those members of my family, some of the people who are closest to me in the world. The fourth time of year I really like is summer. Wherever you are in the world, I think summer is a nice time of year. It's hotter. It's nicer to spend time outside. You can dress more relaxed, and there are a lot more activities to do in summer. In London, for example, in winter, there's not tons of things to do, especially not outside because it's cold, and so it's more difficult and more uncomfortable to do things outside. But in summer, there are tons of different activities you can do, and so it can make things much more enjoyable. The fifth and penultimate time of year I really like is my birthday. My birthday is on the 14th of November. I feel like most people love their birthday, and I do too. I don't do that much to celebrate my birthday, to be honest, but it's always a nice day or a nice week, because sometimes I'll celebrate on my birthday, but then on the weekend after or before my birthday as well. When I celebrate my birthday, I always have cake. That is a necessity for me. Birthday cake is one of my favourite things to eat. Probably birthday cake is my favourite thing to eat of all time. Out of everything in the world, I love birthday cakes. And of course, it's also a really nice opportunity to spend time with family. But I'm not sure if the birthday cake or the time with family is more important. Finally, the final time of year that I really like is Christmas. In London, Christmas is a very happy time of year. People are more friendly and more generous at Christmas time. In general, people are in better moods at Christmas time. I also love Christmas because it's a time of spending time with family. There's lots of quality time with family around Christmas. Also, there are great food and snacks around Christmas time. In my mum's house, we always have snacks on the table, and there's always lots of great food and drink available. Another thing about Christmas that I really like are Christmas films. There are so many different Christmas films that are really good. Some comedy films, some more drama films, romantic comedies or rom-coms, so many different ones, and so many great films. I also love Christmas dinner specifically the Christmas dinner that we eat in England. The traditional roast dinner is really nice. Presents from loved ones is a great addition to Christmas as well, but also particularly the opportunity to give presents to those I love. Especially as I get older, it's not so much about what I receive, it's what I'm able to give, which I really like. I almost forgot to mention that I really love winter in general as a season. Maybe for a strange reason, in your opinion. In winter, people work less. Other people work less. And I continue working in the same way in winter, which makes me feel stronger and more productive as well. It's also a lot darker in winter. I wake up early. I get up at 4:30 in the morning, and nobody is awake in winter time. In summer, it's a bit easier to do this. In winter, hardly anyone does this. This makes me feel even better and healthier and stronger because nobody else wants to be awake in the morning times. Okay, so what's my favorite time of year? Without a doubt, my favorite time of year is Christmas. It's definitely the nicest time of year. At least in London, it is. It's such a nice, feel-good time of year. And in my opinion, it's a much nicer time of year than summer. So that's what I think. That's my favorite time of year. But I also want to give you a slightly different opinion. It's my opinion, but a slightly different way of thinking about things. I believe that there are no bad times of the year. Everything is about perspective. And it's possible, and we can find something to appreciate about any time of year and any situation. Whether the weather is bad, which of course in London it often is, or it's dark, whatever's happening, there are great things at any time of year. For example, our health, our personal relationships with family and friends. And so there's always something we can find joy in about any time of year. Okay, so that's the end of this episode about my favorite time of year. Thanks for listening. I hope you found it interesting and useful for improving your English listening. Thank you and see you next time. Bye. Gracias por escuchar este episodio de mi diario de Inglés Británico. Ya has dedicado tiempo a tu aprendizaje hoy, y eso suma más de lo que crees. Poco a poco, tu inglés va a mejorar. Si vives en el Reino Unido y sientes que tu inglés te está frenando profesionalmente, te invito a hacer una evaluación de fluidez profesional gratuita conmigo. En esta sesión, analizo cómo hablas inglés hoy, identifico exactamente qué te está bloqueando y te explico qué necesitas trabajar para hablar con más claridad y confianza. No es una clase, es un diagnóstico claro y honesto de tu inglés hablado. Escríbeme por mensaje en Instagram para reservar tu evaluación. Dejo el enlace a mi cuenta en la descripción del episodio. Gracias y nos vemos pronto. Bye.